Howdy guys, welcome back to 3G's Garage. Greg,
Keegan
over here. This time some of you guys have been asking for some of the race footage. So this video we're going to have race footage from the Ditchbanger National. We did that, it was 2.5 weeks ago in mid-February. That was over Valentine's Day. We were there. Unfortunately, all we have is Keegan's footage from the heat race and my footage from the final.
Yeah. As unreliable as GoPros are, I mean, it's a common theme. Press start when I was sitting there on the line, and right as the guy threw the flag, I watched it blink and turn off. So no final footage from me, but I mean, at least we got one of each, so you can kind of get the gist of what it was like.
Yeah, and I did basically the same thing in the heat race. I thought I had my camera running. It actually wasn't. There's no way to check when you've got it on your helmet and you're on the starting line. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the footage.
Hey guys, Keegan here. We're just going to review my heat race here at the Ditchbanger. One thing I want to just point out here is that the track was completely ungroomed from the heat before us. We were in heat 2, me and the old man here. Probably won't see him because I get a heck of a jump out of the line. But I think we talked about it in a previous video, but my sled had a pretty nasty bog or misfire that was, hindering my acceleration out of the corners. But yeah, I did pretty good. Not really sure where I ended up, but yeah, here we go. Catch a pretty good run down the first straightaway here, but almost lose it in the next corner because it was almost impossible to see what the track was like because of where the sun was at. Struggling pretty bad here early race, losing spots left and right. In a second here, you'll see my head kind of whip back here in this corner. Got absolutely rear-ended, broke the taillight, bent the grab bar. sorry about the audio, guys. The GoPro must have ingested some water. At this stage of the race, I'm pretty much just locked in, holding strong where I'm at. What you're about to see is what I consider the magic line for me all weekend. I mean, I spent so much time on the top of this left-hander. It was so smooth and it just worked so good. You could just lean the sled over, pinch it wide open, and just rail through that corner.
Alright, so you guys just got done riding along with Keegan in the heat race earlier in the day. Now you're gonna climb aboard with Greg and ride along with me for the final. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. As you guys can see here, there's a ton of snow dust at the start. All I can really see is Keegan gets sideways in front of me. So I didn't want to run him over, so I jam on the brakes and lose a ton of track position. So not the best start. At this point, I'm back in deep in the field here, and I got to be super patient just to get through these corners so we can get into some open track where I can make some passes. About a second here, I get into a series of 3 bumps where I'm going off camber one way, back the other way, and back the other way, and I'm just hanging on for dear life. Right, so on the very right edge of your screen, you can see the nose of the 78 Exciter hood. That's actually Money Mike. This is the point in the race where I catch up to Money Mike and go by him actually. I get a nice little shove into the corner and a new bent in the side pan of my sled here from the guy on the enticer to my right. So right here, you can see a rider off to the left that was broken down. That's actually my oldest son, Griffin. He put the sled on its side, and he's trying to get it refired. The funny thing about this is, anytime I get in front of Griffin, I just have like an internal counter going in my head because I know he is coming like a bat out of hell. And it takes him about a half a lap, and you'll see him just fly past. My oldest son, Griffin, shows no mercy for anyone on the track, his old man included, which is probably a good thing and why he does so well. But he shot so much snow into my sled that steam was just rolling out of it from under the hood, and it was actually bogging for like the next 10 seconds. Alright, this is the point in the race where I start to come in on some of the lap traffic. Kind of get stuck behind this little guy on the one lunger 250, and it slows me down a little bit. But I'm also getting pretty fatigued, and the track is getting pretty whooped out. I have a tendency to just pray to see the white flag at this stage in the race. So. Hey, thanks a lot for riding along with me on that one, guys. I hope that gave you a little taste of what it's like to be out there ripping under the lights at ERX Motor Park in the Ditchbanger National on an old leaf springer sled. It's an absolute blast, and if you have the means at all, I definitely recommend it.
Dude, you were fucking hauling. I couldn't even catch you. I couldn't even fucking catch you. Not even close. I think I put it in the top 5.
Oh, fuck. I was wondering what the hell was happening.
I was so fucked up too, I couldn't. It just shut off.
All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that little bit of race footage. We had an absolute blast at the Ditchbanger. It was a great event again. I was happy with my finish. I don't know if I didn't really say that in the thing. I ended up in 9th out of I think like 32 guys, and Keegan ended up in
7th.
Yeah, 7th place. Griffin was running right up in front. He was running in 3rd before he had his little mishap in the final there. You guys kind of caught some of that. I will say, every time I watch my own GoPro footage back of myself racing, I do find it really frustrating because I just feel like I'm way more tentative than I used to be. You could see that, you know, I feel like years ago when I got in lap traffic, I would just take whatever line was available and get right by people, and now I kind of just sit back and wait. But yeah, so that's that. We're still hoping to get you guys some footage from the Junker Sled weekend, which was last weekend. I'm kind of dabbling into some new equipment here. We got new microphones. I got new editing software, which has been an absolute painful process to learn. So bear with us on that. But
Trying to up the production value a little bit from what it previously was, and I don't know about the headaches, but all I hear is it's been headaches from him. So
yeah,
bear with us a little bit.
Just to put these clips together, and they're no great thing. I mean, it's literally taken me like 8 hours. So it's rough. It's been rough, but I'm learning, so that's fine. Another thing, you can tell there's a lot less sleds in the shop. We're transitioning over to bikes in about I think 3 or 4 weeks. We're heading to Moab again for we've been doing an annual trip there to do some dirt bike riding and stuff, and we'll probably bring you some footage from that pretty shortly as well. So
yeah, so the winter was short as far as YouTube videos go, as well as being able to even snowmobile, but we might have some snowmobile projects that we can videotape in the warmer months. So
yeah, got a bunch of cool things planned on the docket anyhow. So
yeah.
Appreciate you guys tuning in, and if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment, let us know how we did in the race. Otherwise, we'll catch you in the next one.
See ya.
Peace.